Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Thursday, Art Life Live. This is our new schedule. We're starting very soon. So as you're tuning in, just let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me post this on Instagram. We're live, we're simulcasting live on several different platforms. Let me go live on Instagram, TikTok as well. Welcome, first shout out to Devour, #DevourJacob on Periscope, watching. What's up, bro? How are you? We'll be right back. We're gonna be starting this live very soon, so get settled in. Shout out to Tim Sapien. What up to you? Zane Artist on YouTube. Welcome. Starting very soon. Quick shout outs, Marcus Crutchfield. Let's throw that comment on the screen. Marcus, thank you for joining as always. You're always coming back to show love. Who else? Also, throw Zane Artist. He said first, finally. Zane Artist on YouTube. Let's throw his comment up there. You're always showing love too. Shout out to you. Ghost Whisperer.yt. Yeah, he said, can I get a painting? Maybe one day, if you enter to win, we just started a new international giveaway. So those of you who live outside the country, we'll talk more about that soon. So stay tuned, starting in about 30 seconds. Okay, Art Life Live, let's begin. Welcome to Art Life Live. My name is David Garibaldi. I've got a couple paintings in the crate for you, a little rock and roll theme, plus huge announcement that I posted today, something brand new. Let's get to it, let's paint. Yes, welcome, welcome. This is Art Life Live. My name is David Garibaldi. Those of you who are new, I'm a performance painter. I create these large portraits in minutes to music. You probably see a big black blank canvas behind me. We're gonna transform that and another one. I've got two paintings for you today, but I just wanna know, where are you guys tuning in from? Let me know where you're tuning in so I can shout out your city, state, or country. While you're doing that, I posted a big announcement on most of my social platforms today, this new program called Paint with Garibaldi. So what is Paint with Garibaldi? I am going to be your personal paint instructor for 2 hours on August 29th, but you have to register to do this. There's a link in my bio where you can do this. Go to the link and look for Paint with Garibaldi. I'm curious, have any of you seen this post on my Instagram, on my Facebook? Let me know if you've seen it. In the meantime, let's shout out some cities, some states. So Devour Jacob, let's throw that on the screen. He's in Ireland. Welcome. You're watching this on Periscope, looks like. Zane Artist, Pakistan, city of Karachi. Welcome. Let's see. Devour Jacobs is throwing up that Irish flag, just throwing it around. Nige in the UK. Welcome to you. Jolie, Lozano, Yay area. Shout out to you as well. Let's see. SP Mank. Right there. Yep. New Jersey. Proud owner of a Mick Jagger Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. One of my paintings from 2006 performed at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So cool that you have that. Awesome. Let me just check in with Instagram. I see a lot of Ola back to you as well. I see New Jersey. I'm just scrolling on the screen over here. I see Greece, the Telephone City in Canada. Yes. Toronto. Let's see, Riyadh. Welcome to you. Italy in the house, Colombia. Let me go over here to TikTok, check in with you. I see Africa. I see Canada. South Africa, to be more specific. Chile, France, New York, Australia, Massachusetts, New Zealand, and my hometown, Sacktown. So before we get into today's painting, just real quick, when we were all in quarantine at first, I still had to get my creative juices out, and I was at home constantly, and I started doing these paint nights with my kids at home. We would do them all the time. And eventually I realized that I really want to share this with you. This painting at home experience brought my family together, and so I wanted to give this opportunity to you and your family as well. So I started a new program. It's called Paint with Garibaldi. So paint with me. Let's go ahead and throw it on the screen as well. And the registration is open, so pre-sale ends tomorrow morning. Right now, I believe it's $29.99 to join this 2-hour session. I'll be your personal paint instructor. And again, pre-sale ends tomorrow. You only need very basic art supplies to do this painting. But again, we're gonna capture this with multiple camera angles and music playing. It's gonna be an experience. So I don't want you to just watch me paint anymore. I wanna paint with you. And that's why I started this program called Paint with Garibaldi. You can also do this from anywhere in the world as well. So we'll talk more about that as this goes on. Also, my international fans, our Art Life family from around the world, we have a new international giveaway. So if you live anywhere besides the US, there's a link in my bio where you can enter to win a painting. So in the US, we have the texts. Overseas, anywhere else, we set up an email for you. Again, all that info, there's a link in my bio for that as well. Let's do some final shout outs. Let me check. I see Turkey is watching on Instagram. Welcome. Someone else asked, how are you? I'm doing great today. Thank you for asking. If you watch my story on Instagram, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, at Garibaldi Arts, you can see what we've been doing in the studio all day, getting ready for next week's Paint with Garibaldi program show. So shout out to Roxanne Rosario, very bottom, watching this on YouTube. Hey, Roxanne here, big fan. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. David Stratton from Sacramento, Travis Mania says, yo, you're watching this on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Thank you everyone for just always showing up to these. Real quick, before we get into this first painting, who is new? So if you've never watched a live stream before, you don't know what's gonna happen, can you just comment and say new? Terrence Howe said, what's good? A lot is good. So my kids went back to school this week. Only school is our home. So I am part-time tech support for my kids as they have issues with their computers and their platforms. So quick shout out, DJ Met Aspen is new. Let's throw that on the screen. Welcome to you. Thank you for being here. You're watching this on Twitch. Okay, so Slobodan, first time, new. Welcome to you as well. You're watching on YouTube. Steph D'Artiste, you are new. Welcome. You're watching this on Facebook. Jeanette in Australia, you're new as well. Thank you for watching. Roxanne Rosario, you're new here. Thank you for watching this live stream. Shout out to everyone again on TikTok and Instagram as well. So Devour Jacob, you're not new, but you're back, and I appreciate that. So let's do this. Let's get into, actually real quick, I have one of your paintings hanging on the wall behind me when I spin. So DJ Met Aspen, you gotta message me your Twitch so I can go follow you over there. I'll follow you back. Thank you for watching this on Twitch as well. All right, guys. So Slobodan said, you can call me Bob instead of Slobodan. All right, Bob. Bob watching this on YouTube. Okay, let's get into today's first painting. Today we've got a rock and roll theme. I'll also be sharing about my process as the painting comes to life. and I'll be answering your questions. So start asking your questions down below in the chat. I'll do my best to answer them. We'll start this journey. Let me take a sip of coffee. Get ready. Take one last quick look at this paint with Garibaldi as it goes into, oh, I got it over here. I got it. Let's paint. What happened? All right, sorry. We're always dealing with technical difficulties. Before I start painting this, let's see, I see Tina and Temecula. Welcome to you. Devour Jacob, yes. So you guys see behind me, the blank canvas. We're gonna get started very soon. I wish you guys could see Ray. If you're on Instagram and TikTok, you're moving around, you could see Ray. He's making this happen, guys. Takes a team. Layla Casby, you are new. Welcome to you. Thank you for watching this on Facebook. My brother, Marjani Jackson, watching this on Facebook. I have known Marjani for like over 20 years. We were in art class together my freshman year of high school. We have been best friends since. So if you guys are watching this on Facebook, you'll see him in the chat. Show some love to Marjani Jackson. My brother, I'm pretty sure that's you. If it's another Marjani Jackson, hello to you as well. All right, guys, let's get into this. Let's see. All right, let's do this. Just reading those chats. Let's get some brushes. Let's paint. Get a little wild today. Got a rock and roll theme. If you're watching this for the first time, can you comment below in the chat and just say new? If you're back, if you watched these before, just say back. I just want to welcome you for being here. This is a warm-up painting. I've done this before, but I just want to get warmed up. I'm gonna do this more often, where I do these portraits just to get familiar. But this is the first of 2 paintings today on this live stream. So when I start these paintings, I'm really just marking off either my undertones, so colors that I want to show later on, or marking some proportion marks so I know kind of where the face ends, where it starts. But as I'm doing this, as we start this painting, feel free to ask your questions down below. Do my best to answer those. One quick tip for artists out there, maybe you're trying this style of painting. This it doesn't help creating your portrait when you're really just slapping the canvas and paint stripping all over, because you still have to create a great portrait. So keep that in mind as you're painting. Think about the pressure that you're applying to the canvas, and you'll be surprised. You can always go back and add paint later. You can always paint over your mistakes. But when you add a little less pressure, you just see it, a whole new painting comes to life. So if you see any questions down below, let me know, Ray, if you guys have any. All right, while we're waiting for questions, I shared earlier this new program where I want to be your personal paint instructor. It's called Paint with Garibaldi. There's more info about that. The link in my bio has all the info. All right, let's go back here. Let's get some more. First question is, who am I painting? That is a great question. You're gonna have to settle in to find out what this is gonna be. So someone asked, are my glasses real? These frames are real, but there are no lenses in these. I normally wear prescription glasses, but when I paint, I can't wear them. So I wear these It's like a comfort blanket for me. All right, we already have a correct guess. We should start giving out prizes for that. So someone guessed this, but this is a portrait that I have done before. I try to do new portraits on here, but this is a warm-up. You know, I want to get a little warmed up, get my blood flowing, creativity flowing. Okay, someone asked, what kind of paint do I use and what am I painting on? So I use interior latex house paint to do these large live paintings. And I'm just painting on a black gessoed canvas. And also I'll add to this, the brushes that I'm using are synthetic brushes, synthetic. And you can find those, there's a link in my bio called Amazon Art Supplies. You can actually buy these same brushes that I use. Ooh, one guess in for Harry Potter. Interesting. I love your guesses, and I say this all the time, but your guesses are always right because the guesses are based on either your life experience or maybe the lack of. I don't know, but either way, keep your guesses coming. Because technically, until I'm done, they're right. Thank you guys for watching this Art Life Live session. We just started a new live schedule. So now I'll be going live every Thursday and Friday. Well, I can't wait to show you this up close. These paintings are completely different up close. You know, from far back, you can see the colors separated already, but up close, it just looks like a splash of a mess. So I can't wait for you to see this in a little bit when I'm done. So another question I have, those of you watching this right now, if you are an artist yourself, if you create, whether it's design, whether you're a painter, whatever type of creativity that you do, can you just comment below and say, I create? I want to shout you out later in the comments, wherever you're watching this. Someone asked, who's my favorite character from the Harry Potter series? Assuming maybe that this is Harry Potter, but either way, I'm gonna go with Harry Potter on this one. Who is their favorite Harry Potter character? That would be good to know. So someone just asked, do I always prepare a lot or do I paint from my head? There is preparation involved, but right now, being in the moment, I'm flowing. Like as much preparation as I try to do, you have to leave room for creativity to take place, where you're thinking in the moment, making decisions, flowing with those. Some work, some don't. So it's a mixture of preparation and going with the flow. You got to use it all. All right, I'm gonna block this off. Let me get another brush, throw those away. So Zane said his favorite Harry Potter character is Snape. All right, good to know. So I'm using this dark blue to block in some of the darker areas, the shadows. Still moving my brush around. Don't forget to add your personal touch to your paintings. You know, whether you're trying to do something that's hyper realistic or even with an animated look, Add your touch to it. Add your movement, how you move your hands. You know, little things like that. I want this thing to feel like it's alive, like it was splashed together. I want you to do the same thing too. However, whatever your style is, we'll show you this up close later on. This is the first of 2 paintings today. I'm using this dark blue to block in some of the hair. All right, we're gonna leave this right there. I'm gonna go check out the chat down below. Okay, so Roxanne Rosario, you said, and you're watching this on YouTube, my room is full of paintings, but I suck at drawing. Do you do pencil sketches? I do it all. I probably do too much or more than I'm supposed to, but when I started, my foundation was in drawing, and I built on drawing and added, say, graffiti, and then I added digital painting, and then actually painting from there. So it always starts with drawing. Drawing's a great foundation for you, for anything that you do. Let's see. So Zane Artist said, to be honest, your art style, how you paint, give me vibey. I'll take that as a compliment. You got the one painting in the works right now behind me. Someone, Devour Jacob, said, is that Harry Potter? You know what, we're about to find out if this is Harry Potter or someone else. Stay tuned. One quick note, again, remember, registration is open for pre-sale for the Paint with Garibaldi program. Registration is open, but the pre-sale ends tomorrow morning. So get on that. Go to garibaldiarts.com/paint to learn more. And we're gonna be doing this next Saturday. And if it goes well, maybe we'll do more in the future. So go check that out. Let's get back to this. So I realized that I need to block off and define, even though I have a lot of shadow, we know that there's a singular light source. I need to add a little bit definition on the outside of this jaw and maybe the outside of this, just to define a little bit more of these characteristics. All right, so someone just asked, how do I pick who to paint? It is very hard to pick someone to paint because I want to do it all. I only have so much time with you guys on these lives. If it was up to me, we'd be here for literally hours on end. But I honestly just pick stuff that I'm in the mood for. There's no real science to it. I find images that inspire me, people that inspire me, and then I just kind of go from there. But I also realize, and I know this, that this is one of hopefully many, many paintings in the future. So I don't get too caught up in making sure that this is the perfect painting. I just want to enjoy the process. All right, let's work on the eyes. I talk about this a lot, but when you're doing the white of the eye, start with gray and then build on the white. Because sometimes there's a shadow being casted on the eyes from the eyelid just up above. And it doesn't always require white for it to look alive. I am gonna add a little bit of white to this. There we go, just a little bit. And of course, I know we had some guesses already, but these frames are very popular amongst a famous, is he a warlock? Is Harry Potter a warlock? He's a wizard, oh my God. I'm gonna get canceled from Harry Potter fans for calling him a warlock. You guys see it coming to life. Keep your guesses coming down below in the chat. So someone just asked, how often do I paint off camera? I paint at home quite a bit. When I'm not performing, I guess I do a lot of smaller paintings while I'm at home. But you have to understand, like, paint is my life. I'm always creating in some way. And if it was up to me, I would just be at home creating. So it's as often as I can do it is when I paint. All right, let's start adding some color on the outside I'm gonna get 2 shades of blue. If you're ever looking for an alternative workout to get your heart rate up, just put a canvas on the wall, move your paint away, and then just run back and forth. You get a good vibe going. You get those endorphins going as well. All right, I'm gonna take this blue again, and I'm gonna add out some highlights to the face as if the blue is a secondary light source. All right, so someone asked me, did I start off by doing commission work? I started off painting live. So when I started, I would go paint live at jazz clubs and nightclubs because I was into music, and that was my source of inspiration. So I would watch it, I would paint it, and then I would just do those because I enjoyed it. I started selling them, and eventually people who were also into the same thing started asking me, saying, hey, I'm a drummer, or someone would be commissioning something for their husband that's a drummer, or vice versa, and then they would commission me and ask me to do that. But what I originally did was put out into the world what I enjoy. And what that does is it attracts people who commission your work that's in line with what you love. So I started off just painting on my own, and eventually I started getting commissions based on painting what I enjoy. All right, I'm gonna define this. Let's get another color. Maybe a white. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, that is not. There we go. Gotta shake this down. Those of you still guessing, maybe some of you want it to be Harry Potter. Sure, it can be whatever you want. But what I was going for was Mr. John Lennon of the Beatles. Throw that down. I'm gonna add a little blue, mix it with the brown. Let's get a hazel in the eye. I'll bring you up close in just a little bit. Before we do that, actually, a little more blue. Go get some black. So I use the black sometimes around the rim of the image to blend it with the color on the outside to give a little bit more texture to the hair or whatever object I'm trying to define. One more throw of color, and then we'll end this one with a hand slap. You ready for this one? All right, take one last look. Take a look at John Lennon. I know some of you thought it was Harry Potter. It's okay, close enough, but take one last look at John Lennon, and then we'll wrap this painting up, and then we'll chat before we get into our second painting today. Take a look. Thank you all for watching this Art Life Live session. Our new schedule, we do this every Thursday and Friday around the 2 o'clock hour. Otherwise, I post on my Instagram story if it's otherwise. But thank you so much for watching this. If you're wondering how you can support these Art Life Live sessions, the best thing to do is to share these videos. So even right now, if you're watching this on Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, or YouTube, just hit that share button, hit the like button, and that's one of the best, easiest ways to support this live session. If you don't already do it, or you're not already doing it, subscribe and follow as well. and we would appreciate that. You can also support these lives if you visit garibaldiarts.com/shop. We have prints in there, some merchandise. We'll be adding more soon, but go take a look at that as well. All right, let's go sit back down and chat. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna go sit down and chat for a little bit. Yeah, I got this. Ooh, that's bright. There we go. Okay. Hope you enjoyed that John Lennon painting. It's right behind me. We can take that off for now. You guys can see it, the John Lennon. I know some of you thought it was Harry Potter. It's okay. If you want it to be Harry Potter, it'll be Harry Potter. I want to do some quick shout outs before we get into the second painting. Also, if you have any questions you want to ask now, I can answer them while I'm sitting down and while we change out that canvas. So, Jeanette Millington said, love it, it looks better, even better up close. Yes, so if you're watching this on a device and it's far away, you can't really see all the colors broken up. And even when you're watching this at a live show, say if we're in an arena or a large theater, I'm doing all this movement and you're probably thinking, why is he moving around so much? Because we're putting all those details into it so that it can hold its own as an art piece later on when it's hanging on a wall. Let's see, let me answer some. So I see H-Tour 1414 says, hi, I'm a Brazilian fan. Be sure to sign up for our international giveaway. So those of you who live anywhere besides the US, we're doing a giveaway for you. There's a link in my bio. You can sign up. It says international giveaway. You won't miss it. So Isabel said, how long does it take for a painting to make? Well, we just did it live here. This one probably took what, like 10 minutes to do? Around 10 minutes. So on stage, paintings take around 6 minutes or so, but on here, I take my time. It could be anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. Shout out to Keanu, watching from Honolulu, Hawaii on Facebook. Welcome to you. So I said this earlier, best way to support these lives is to share this video. So whatever platform you're watching this on, share it to someone's DM. You can share it on your page, and more people will be able to watch this, and we can share this, we can share this journey with them. So Official Turn on YouTube asked, what's the story behind the hand slap? So when I first started painting, I was inspired by an artist. His name was Denny Dent. I hope you get a chance to go look him up. He was a vanguard, ahead of his time. He started this style of painting in the 80s. Now there's a lot of live painters out there, but there was very, very rare, if any, performance painters out there, which is what I call myself, what I call this style. And every time Denny Dent hand slaps the painting, it was like done. It was like an end scene. And so every time I slap the painting, it's an ode to Denny Dent, just to thank him for starting the style and rest in peace to him. And also, it's just a way for me to signal that this is done, it's complete, and it's just fun to slap a canvas. So can we throw this on the screen? Leticia Rodriguez said, I registered today for your class. Thank you so much, Leticia Rodriguez, for registering for Paint with Garibaldi. It's happening August 29th. So those of you that haven't done it, Leticia did it. There's a link in my bio, and I can be your personal paint instructor on August 29th. And I'm gonna walk you through step by step how to bring a painting to life. So think about it like this. If you register, you can also play it for your whole family or a group of people, or you can do it by yourself. Totally up to you. Also, we're gonna present this with multiple camera angles. So just like you see this, it's gonna be in a Zoom webinar style, but presented with this type of production as well. And also, one last thing, the pre-sale ends tomorrow. So make sure you get that as well. But thank you, Leticia, I appreciate that. Let's see, who's ready for the next painting? Just give me a thumbs up in the comments if you're ready for the next painting. Let's see, what else is going on? Man, so I live in California. I live in Sacramento, California. And if you're familiar with what's going on right now, there's a ton of fires happening all throughout the state. So those of you who are, if you're a firefighter in California, you're probably not watching this, you're probably fighting the fire. But if you know any firefighters or first responders that are helping with this, let's just show them some love right now. And I just want to show you some love and appreciation. For tomorrow's Art Life Live for Friday, I'll probably do something to honor our firefighters who are out there right now fighting the blazes across California. So thank you all for doing that. All right, lots of thumbs up, ready for the next painting. If you're ready, throw those thumbs up. All right, let's get into our second painting. Let's paint. Welcome back. We're gonna get into our second painting today. Like I said, it's a rock and roll theme. So the first one was John Lennon. This next one, another rock and roll icon. I've painted this person's portrait before, not quite like the way I'm gonna do it right now. Devour Jacob said, please do juice roll painting. We've actually done a juice roll painting already on this live. Those of you not familiar, we did a bunch of videos for Juice WRLD's release of his album, Legends Never Die. The most recent one was with Juice WRLD and The Weeknd, a song called Smile. We did the official visualizer. Actually, we did the official lyric video for that. So if you get a chance to check that out. One of my favorite projects that we've done this year so far was The Weeknd and Juice WRLD. That video was so much fun to do, so creative, and such a great team behind it as well. So, all right, lots of thumbs up. Let's get into the second painting. Let me grab some brushes down here. I usually start with this small flat brush and a medium flat brush. I don't want to go too big with, say, one of these, because I won't be able to work around it if I fill up the space too much. I'm gonna take my time with this. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna mix in some purple with this dark brown. Let's paint. Thank you again, everyone, watching this Art Life Live, wherever you are in the world. But I don't want to just paint for you. I want to paint with you. So I started a new program called Paint with Garibaldi. You can register for that, and we'll be painting together. So we've got a list supply there for you to make it super easy to find the supplies, to order them from Amazon. And I'm gonna walk you through step by step this process of how to create like this. Let's go get some more purple. Okay, so someone just asked, what do I do with the finished art from my lives? Well, we take a photo of it, archive it, and then either we sell it or we just keep it and archive it. We also donate to a lot of charities as well. But if you're ever interested in trying to find this artwork, to see the artwork that we've done from the lives, you can visit garibaldiarts.com/gallery, and it is all there. Feel free to ask questions below in the chat. I'll do my best right now to answer them while I'm painting. These paintings happen quick, so ask those questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. So someone asked, how do I know where to start painting? part of it is I've just been doing this a really long time. I've been doing this professionally for about 17 years, but I've been an artist my whole life. I also do some preparation before I start this, so I have an idea of where some things are gonna go, and then I just go for it. There's no other, real science behind that. It's just, mostly experience. Let's use this color. This person's skin tone is very, very specific. I gotta make sure I'm curious, who's gonna be the first person to guess who it is if you're watching this live? If you're watching this later on any of my other channels, you already see it in the title. But if you're watching this live, who's it gonna be? Rick James, Mick Jagger, interesting. All interesting guesses.
Any tips for transitioning to art as a full-time career?
Okay, so someone just asked a very important question that probably every hobbyist artist has asked themselves once, is how do you transition into being a professional artist as a career or as a professional? And I'll give you a few tips on how to gauge whether it's a good time to do it or not. So first is, are you selling any art at all? Are you able to do it even as a part-time job? Are you able to build a collector base without having to depend on it to, say, pay your bills yet? That's the first way to gauge it. I think the second way to gauge whether it's something you should be doing full-time is, when I started doing this full-time, I didn't really decide. It was kind of decided for me because I didn't have a lot of other options. And I think with that in mind, I didn't, give myself a chance to really have a backup plan. And I do wish I had a part-time job because that would have helped me quite a bit at that time when I was struggling. But so besides already having a collector base, which means people do buy your work, and then once you are making so much from your art already that, say if you quit your day job, you're not gonna be living out on the streets, that's probably the best time to transition. So how do you find collectors? How do you start when you're a part-time artist and you're trying to find people to collect your work? And I preach this all the time. Paint what you're passionate about outside of art, and you start to connect with people who are passionate about the same thing. So for example, I love music, so I express that through art, and I attract other music lovers who want to collect this type of work. Now you may be into anime, you may be into sports, but be very specific about what you love and then create that, and again, that will start to attract your first collectors. So you want to make sure that you're making at least enough, at least the same amount that you are making from your day job with your art before you transition over. And then the second thing is just understand that it's going to take time as well. Know that even though you become a professional, doesn't mean that you just hit it out of the park right away. So just be patient with the process, but find your collectors, find your tribe before you become a professional. That's just one piece of advice. Let's get back to the painting. I'm adding a little bit of purple in these tones. All right. Keep those questions coming in the comments. So someone just asked, how did I feel when Juice WRLD's team asked me to start doing the music videos? I was honored. I was honestly floored. I was surprised by it, but I think just honored more than anything. You know, those of you that aren't too familiar with Juice WRLD, I hope you are, but he passed away and they just came out with this album, Legends Never Die. And so we were able to bring his music to life in a unique way through doing these visualizers. I think I was more honored by the support from the fans. Like, you guys that were supporting those videos really solidified that it was we were in the right place at the right time. So thank you for that support. I wonder if anyone can guess what it is yet. Okay, so there's been a few correct guesses. Good to know. We're on the right track. This is just building layers. That's all this is. This is an illusion on canvas. I never look at this like I'm painting a portrait, to be honest. I know that may sound crazy, but this to me it's a bunch of information on the surface, and I'm just organizing this information color by color, shape by shape. That's all this is. And over time, you just get more confident by making a bunch of mistakes, but you get more confident in knowing and feeling out where this information is supposed to go. And then you add your own twist to it. You bring it to life. It becomes an extension of you. Let's brush these off a little bit. Let's go a little bit brighter. Let me go really, really light skin tone. So this person has really, really specific skin tone. Like, you've got to really nail the just how the colors differentiate and change from one to the other. But one of the most iconic people, faces of rock and roll, of music. Legendary. All right, let's dip into some whites. Let's get rid of those. I'm gonna get some smaller brushes, get some white. I'm gonna go right now, start adding some highlights. Imagining that there is a light source from up above. We're gonna show you this later. We're gonna bring you in close for the details. Get some texture for the lips. I just think about this as a bunch of shapes bending and twisting. And then, the best way to study something like this is just look at shapes, actually paint still life. That's what I would recommend. Paint things like the apples in the bowl. As boring as those look, you'll learn so much about light and shadow, which is what makes all of this up. All right, let's start adding some color to the eyes. I'm not gonna go full on white yet. We're gonna add some gray, because again, the eyes sit into the eye socket. Little highlights. I'm gonna go back with some brown, just define around this eye a little bit more. I know I like to paint fast, but don't feel like you need to paint fast. If you do, awesome. If not, just take your time. I want you to be more confident in what you're creating than to get it done in a short amount of time. I just particularly enjoy the process of painting fast. All right, let's get some. I'm gonna add, so I got some black. He has really, really sort of like coarse, curly hair. It's not too many fine curls, but it's very coarse. A lot of different kinks in the hair. Everything about his style, this person, is very specific. It's very iconic. My best gauge for you, if you're wondering if your reference image is the right one to choose, is can you recognize who that person is in black and white? If you were to turn that image into black and white, would you still be able to recognize them? And that's how you can tell if it's the right image to do or to recreate. Unless you want the challenge, then just go for it. So I'm just adding some highlights to his hair. So I'm using this controlled scribble technique. It's one of the first techniques I learned in like Art 1 in high school. You just move on the surface, you start your motion, you start moving around, whether it's your brush, your fingers, or anything else. All right, I'm gonna go back with some accent colors. I got some blue on my hands. So you do these lines to either, again, draw attention to parts that define him, or to draw your attention away from parts that I don't want you to see. But just like he has that iconic mustache, that handlebar, I added a little color to it to draw your attention to it. All right, let me wash up my hands, take a look behind me. You can see it, this Jimi Hendrix portrait coming to life. Let's keep going. Get a little gold. So he was known for wearing this like iconic military jacket. And I read a book on his biography, and at the time, people actually didn't like the fact that he was wearing, I think it was a British military jacket, but you know, Hendrix being Hendrix, he did not care. But it's just become very iconic for his look. There we go. Let's go back to the purple. Let's define this collar. This collar is like just jumping out of this. And you know we got to add, this is an official Hendrix color. Let me add a little red to this. Kind of a magenta. Hendrix, known for his love for Purple Haze, one of his most famous songs. We're gonna add a highlight to this as well to separate him from the background even more. But for now, I'm adding this red to the purple to create more of a magenta. And we'll show you this up close in just a little bit when I finish up. So you'll actually learn a lot of these techniques, and we'll be doing this one-on-one during the Paint with Garibaldi program. It's starting next Saturday. So next Saturday is our first session. You can register now. Let's go ahead and put it on the screen, the information. So during this, it's for any skill level. So whether it's kids, whether it's groups of people, but I will teach you all these different steps that I take to bring these paintings to life. I do a little bit on here, but I want you to paint with me. And that's why we're doing this program on August 29th. I need a little bit lighter color. Let's do this. There we go. I want to separate his hair. And I want to separate him from the background. So just a slight indication. There we go. Just because we can. Put a little splash there. Time to throw some paint. I love that his teeth aren't perfect. My favorite portraits to create are the ones where they have the most character. Perfection is a boring painting to create. I am gonna darken them a little bit. Let's see if I can get some black on my hands. And you'll see this up close. I just wanna darken them just a bit. It's one of those subtle touches. All right, let's accent this with a green. All right, let's get this hand slap on for this final. Get a little pink. I'll throw it. The guitar god, Jimi Hendrix. Take one last look at this portrait, and then we'll wrap everything up with one last chat. So take a closer look. If you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Periscope, if you're on any other platform, go to the link in my bio right now to see this up close. And by the way, if I haven't already said it, thank you. Thank you for watching. And I appreciate all of your support, just being here, taking the time. If you're wondering how else you can support it, just share this video. Just hit that share button. You can like it, you can comment, you can slide this in someone's DM while we're still live. But that's the best way to support these. Another way is to visit garibaldiarts.com/shop. We have a ton of prints there as well. All those go to support and keep these lives going. All right, take one last look at the guitar god, guitar hero, Jimi Hendrix. That closer look, you see a lot more details. Cool, look at that. There we are. Let's go sit back down. Let's have one last chat. Okay, if you're watching this on Periscope, Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, take a look at that. Jimi Hendrix. Tap the screen, there we go. All right, let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you guys for watching. So artist Sarah Rowan, who I believe is also another speed painter, you're based in Australia and you asked, if I register, am I able to watch it later if my time zone is insanely different to when David is teaching? You live in Sydney. Great question, yes. So when you register, it gives you access to the live session, but you can also access that session on demand for 1 week. So say your art supplies don't show up in time. You can still watch it, and when they show up, watch that on demand up to 1 week. So Sarah Rowan, you're in Australia. If the time zone is off and you can't watch it live, don't worry. And I know you already have art supplies. Set them up when you wake up, or set them up any time of day that you want, and it's on demand for 1 week. So if you've already signed up and registered, thank you. Again, this whole Paint with Garibaldi experience is going to be about, just us creating together. And I hope that if you have a family or a group of friends that are getting together for this, if you need to social distance, do that as well. But I just want us all to paint together. So Lucas Shire said, I was on Insta and came here quick. You're on Twitch. Shout out to you, Lucas. I appreciate the love. Thank you for watching this on Twitch. It's a totally different experience here. Actually, Lucas, what do you think? You tell us. Lucas, how different is this than Instagram? I'm watching this live, so let me know. Yes, Marcus Crutchfield, I knew it was Jimi Hendrix, just said that. So we're throwing your comments on the screen. If you're watching this on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Periscope, and if I call your comment out, I'm gonna throw it on the screen. So Let's see. All right, so Alyssa Moore said, how do I sign up for the class? Why don't you go to the text, actually, the text, and just type in garibaldiarts.com/paint. So Alyssa Moore, we're gonna throw it on the screen right now, the link to go just get more information about Paint with Garibaldi, and then you just press OK, yeah. So you can go to that website, there's more information there, and also there's a link to register from there as well. And again, pre-sale ends tomorrow, so you just want to get in at a better price today and do that. And then also, you'll also get some other offers for future classes and discounts for those as well. So David Stratton, awesomeness. You are awesome, right in the middle on YouTube. You're watching this, David Stratton. There we go. Thank you for that. Let's see. Okay, so DJ Meta Aspen said, beautiful, everything is better on Twitch. I agree. It just, we get to present it better. So let me go over here. I just want to look at some of the comments on TikTok and Instagram. So DJ the Great 7 said, can I join you? Yes, kind of. You can join me for my paint class. There's a link in my bio to sign up. So let's see. Also, Sarah Jove _magic. Sarah Vaj, sorry, I didn't say that right. You said it's like magic. Yes, it is like magic. Let's see. I'm just looking at some comments on Instagram. Oh, so Philip Garth said, your brother is an amazing barista. Yes, shout out to my brother Chase. He's a manager at this Starbucks, and I feel like when I go around in that area, people are like, hey, Chase, is that you? I'm like, no, I'm just his brother. So shout out to my brother. So Jonathan McClure said, Mr. Garibaldi, I've been following you since high school. You are one of my favorite artists and such an inspiration. Jonathan, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for just coming along on this art life journey with all of us. We're all on a journey right now. We're all dealing with so many different things, all throughout California. There's a ton of fires going on, just complete devastation. There's people out of work. There are, just a ton of things going on that we can easily focus on the negativity. But the reason why you see me painting so much and creating is not to ignore what's going on in the world. It's therapy. It just adds more positivity to my life. And so that's why I want these Art Life sessions and Art Life Lives to hopefully be an art therapy session for you as well. I just want to get our mind off the craziness, and then we can, after this, go back and deal with what we all have to in our lives. So we're gonna wrap up this session. Again, I wanna thank you all so much for watching this all over the place, all over the world, from Australia to the Middle East, to all over the US and North America, and South America as well. Be sure to sign up for the Paint with Garibaldi program. Pre-sale ends tomorrow. I will be live again tomorrow around this time as well, so look out for that. 2 or 3 new paintings, who knows? And once again, do everything with paint. I talk about paint all the time. Paint is more than just a colorful liquid packed into a jar. It is powerful, and it all breaks down to passion, action, intent, new and to teach. And paint, anyone can make paint drip, but it takes passion to make it fly. So keep that in mind as you create. I will see you guys tomorrow, Friday, around 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And until then, my name is David Garibaldi. This is Art Life Live. Peace. Take a look at Hendrix back there.